can edit whatever out.
True. All right.
So just.
All right. What's up, guys? My name's Andres Delmuro, and this is my podcast, I guess.
And it's your boy Skinny Penis here next to him.
All right. No, we can't have that. Edit that out. I don't. We're gonna get copyrighted for that, dude. Skinny Penis is coming after us.
Is there actually a Skinny Penis?
Yes, there's a Skinny Penis.
Let's fucking Google this. Like, why don't we could do this. Like,
nah.
Hold up.
Why don't you just drag it?
Fuck. Fuck, I don't have a space bar. Skinny Penis origin story. It's your boy Skinny Penis. Oh god.
That's Skinny Penis.
Hey, it's your boy.
You say origin?
Skinny Penis.
Alright.
Are you still recording? Oh, you know, stop
Yeah,
recording.
I'm still recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What's up, guys? Oh my fuck.
No, I'm sorry. We don't have to edit it out. We could just edit it to where it fucking bleeps it out. We have Sony Vegas now, bro.
Oh shit, dude, you're right.
We could do whatever the
fuck. Right, no. All right, now we're just gonna start from scratch right here. All right. What's up, guys? My name is Andres Demuro, and this is my podcast. And I'm here with my good friend Marco Reyes. Say what's up, Marco.
What up, bro?
All right. Fucking stupid, dude. All right. Alright, so this is gonna be our episode 0. We're pretty much just going off the top of our head. Like, we have nothing pretty much planned out for this. We're gonna talk about pretty much what we're gonna do with this podcast. And so this is my series, pretty much. Like, this is my actual podcast. But Marco here is one of my good friends, so he'll be on here pretty often. So, yeah. Alright,
so episode 0, huh?
Yeah, episode 0. So we're probably just gonna talk about what our plans are for this podcast, or my plans at least. So I don't want this to be like a specific podcast on a specific thing, just because, you know, I do a lot of things. I know about a lot of stuff. I have a lot of friends that do a lot of different things. So, you know, I'd like to get all of that and just, you know, talk about any topic pretty much. And I'd like, you know, the community, like, once I start building my own, like, YouTube community or whatever, to have them, you know, give me ideas as well, just stuff to talk about. And, you know, I always want to have at least one guest with me on every episode, you know, so you can just talk about stuff. It's really anything I want to talk about.
Changes things up.
Yeah. Sure.
Could always have people input random things to talk about, and always consider them and just talk about them and do whatever.
Yeah.
Go from there.
Yeah, go from literally everything, you know, from like talking about sports, talking about gaming, talking about animation, drawings, talking about politics, even though we're not going to do that anytime soon, just because politics is a rather...
Yeah, let's talk about politics right now.
Fuck that, dude, no. Saving that maybe for like
what's the worst that could happen?
A lot. I don't want people to hate me straight off the bat.
Bro, true.
I mean, politics is just a very controversial.
It's a very delicate subject.
It is. So, like, I mean, I'm really into politics. Not so much as recently, but for, like, the last year, 2 years, I've, like, really been involved. Well, not involved, but I've really been in tune with politics and everything that's going on. But yeah, I mean, what should we talk about now? Whatever, I guess. Alright, well, this is, like I said, pretty much episode 0. So, when are we gonna bring out episode 1? Who the fuck knows?
We have plans to not have a black screen as the
Yeah.
background.
It's just
Once we get
our
it set
setup
up.
right now is just fucking scuffed. Like, it's just bad. You don't want to have visuals for this. You should maybe put, like, at least a background or something.
We'll edit that in.
Yeah. Well, go edit that in. You got Sony Vegas.
I'm the editor, huh? I'm not gonna get paid. You're gonna ghost me when I'm like, hey, bro, I need a paycheck.
Yeah.
I need to put a roof on my plate.
I mean, we gotta get views, so
True.
monetization help us out. We're not fucking getting monetized. I just realized that.
Holy fuck, we aren't.
Oh fuck.
Shit, bro.
Oh well. It's gonna be do people, when they actually hear this, like people that know me, and like they know me from like not cursing too much, they're gonna be like, dude, what the fuck? Well, I have to talk about like why I wanted to start doing this podcast. So the main thing is just like I started listening on podcasts like a year ago or somewhat, and pretty much just I got tired of listening to music all the time. To be honest, just I really love music. I love all genres. I really listen to every single genre of music, but I just got tired of listening to it. But I always, like there'd be times where I'm just doing a tedious task. Like if I'm at work painting or something, like I would like to, be listening to something, but after listening to like music for so long, I just get tired of it and I just don't want to listen to anything. So that's when I found out about podcasts, and pretty much that just really got me involved in it. And my favorite podcast actually is Hotboxing with Mike Tyson, and that's what gave me this idea that I don't want a podcast for just one general genre. Because there are a lot of podcasts out there, a lot of them for just specific stuff like gaming, the inside of gaming, politics, or just, specific things. But with the Mike Tyson one, it's pretty much just like he gets just a bunch of different people and they just talk about whatever and smoke. That's really what it is. Now we're not smoking because that's a bad kid.
Smoking bad. Trump good.
I said no politics. Dude, come on.
Hey, they don't know what I said, okay? They just heard a T and that's it. As far as we're aware.
Just bleep Trump out.
Bleep what out? Trump?
Trump. Yeah, just bleep that out.
What if I bleep out?
Yo, dude, that's...
It's kind of meta.
That's... Alright, yeah. Remember, I was talking about...
Bro, I'm gonna edit this good.
Alright, good.
Fuck, I was gonna say something.
I was talking about the Mike Tyson part. Okay, so pretty much why I started this. So, I don't know, I always thought it'd just be cool, like, cause, like, me and Marco, we're always, like, on a Discord server with a lot of other friends. We just have a lot of funny conversations. We just talk about anything and everything. And so that just gave me this idea, just like, you know what? We should probably just put stuff like this online. Like, before, we'd do something like gaming or something and talk. Like, back then in, like, middle school, we started that. Just play Call of Duty and just talk and just have a good time. But now, I don't really game too much anymore. Marco's still a pretty heavy gamer, but I'm not so much. So I thought, maybe a podcast is a good way to pretty much do this. And then I talked about it to one of my teachers from junior year. I talked to her quite often, like throughout my senior year. I'd like see her, like, or I'd go visit her after school, usually like every day or every other day. And we just always talk about stuff. And she also helped me out with like getting this idea of having a podcast. And she really pushed me to do it. And I wanted to do it during my senior year. I recently graduated, but it's just that I was so busy with so many other stuff. And it's been like 4 months since I graduated, I think. No, wait, more than that. No, it's more, dude. Yeah. More like 6 months.
You graduated what, in June, right?
Yeah, 2 months before August.
Yeah,
so yeah, six months or 5. It's been like 5 months since I graduated.
Actually seems much longer than.
Yeah, but pretty much between all that, I was just doing a lot of stuff, like a lot of there were just a lot of problems going on, like stuff with like college and all that. And then me like getting a job. There was just a lot of stuff going on at the time, so I wasn't able to actually start this podcast when I wanted to. So that was unfortunate, but now I'm just finally getting it out there. I literally just, me and Marco pretty much planned this like in 2 days. We were just like, all right, I'm just going to go over and we're going to do this. And that's pretty much what happened.
And we're here.
Yeah. We were going to do it yesterday, but again, stuff happened, so I wasn't able to actually come. So... nothing inappropriate, dude.
I can't make these jokes.
Are they bad?
Huh?
How bad are they?
They're not that bad, but it's kind of like.
I mean, like I said,
odd,
no racial slurs and nothing political, and we're fine.
Well, then don't get Thomas in here.
Oh, I'm not getting Thomas in here. He's gonna ruin everything. He's gonna have the FBI on me. Dude, I'm gonna get blacklisted because of him.
Actually, you're like try to travel to fucking another country, and they're like, "Yo, bro, you can't go."
Yeah, pretty much. Or they're gonna force me to stay over there because they don't want me here anymore.
True, actually.
All right, but you said you wanted to talk about something.
I completely forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something to you when you were talking about you doing that or you listening to the Mike Tyson podcast.
That Mike Tyson podcast is great. It sucks how he recently started coming out with season 2, but it's only on Apple Podcast or Apple Podcast One, something like that it's called. And I have an iPhone, so luckily I can listen to it no problem. But it used to be on Spotify, and I mean, all of his previous episodes on there. You only have like probably like 5 of them now on the Apple One. He might also have his previous season, but I'm not sure. But no, it's a really good podcast. It's what's my favorite. I'd say anyone would like listening to it just because he gets all types of people. He's on different types of artists like Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, and really also got in different types of fighters. I believe he got the fighter that he bit his ear off. So that was interesting. His story was really good. Also, yeah, he's got a lot of people. He's gotten the guy who created Escape, is it called? Escape Insomnia, the rave thing. Yeah. He got the guy that created that, and they just talk about anything really, just whatever comes up. Thing it's not too PG, I'd say, just because it's called Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. Literally, they're just smoking and talking the whole time.
Yeah, but we'll try to keep the shit PG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Totally. I mean, we're keeping away from politics. That's something.
Politics could be PG at times.
Yeah, I mean,
till it gets
heated,
then goes from PG to something else.
Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna curse just because it's just how we talk. We're keeping it just real, or as Tom would say, I'm keeping it $1.50 with you.
Unscripted. Maybe a little meta at times.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to, like, when we're in Arizona, we're probably gonna have to record an episode with him, just because he's an interesting guy. He has so many stories that I don't think we should talk about some of them, such as I don't know what the school.
I mean, we could talk about that. He doesn't want to talk about. He already told me. He said let's not mention that at all.
Alright. Well,
and I was like, yeah, sure.
We can talk about the blonde girl.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, that was a pretty funny story. It's a pretty fucked up story, not gonna lie, but it's funny nonetheless.
Are we also gonna do story times?
I'm down for that. I mean, we can do one right now. Shit. I'm not gonna do one because I don't want people to hate me.
Dude, I'm insecure. I can't. You know this.
Insecure, yeah. I mean, you look insecure right now.
Bro, I know.
Why the fuck are you wearing Puma sweats, dude?
Bro, because everyone that wears Puma is insecure.
You're not wrong. I was about to say something that's fucked up too. I can't. Not yet. Let the audience get used to this first. We're not that toxic, but we can be at times. It's funny toxic.
It really depends.
Alright, when we say something mean, we really never mean it. We're just saying it as a joke.
It really depends.
Okay, with Thomas, it really depends, dude. But
okay,
with us, except maybe with Sean. Sometimes Sean concerns me. We're gonna have to get a podcast with Sean too.
With all of them.
Yeah.
And when he comes out here.
Oh yeah, he's coming out here the 20th.
Record multiple times.
I'm supposed to go pick him up, and I don't even know what day I'm supposed to.
The 20th. You just said it.
Okay. I wasn't sure. You didn't say anything, so I thought you didn't hear me.
20th at 4 p.m.
Okay. So I gotta drive all the way over.
We just doxed him. I mean, no one knows where though.
What do you mean?
Like what airport?
Oh, you mean the one in San Diego?
Oh yeah.
No, the one in Mexico. Wait, they're the same one. San Diego, Mexico, same shit. I don't know. You got a story time, I guess?
Not right now, I don't.
Why not? They're not PG.
I don't know a fucking story I want to tell. There's no story at the top of my head.
I don't know. First one that's on the top of your head.
I don't know. I can make some shit up.
Make it up then. Go for it.
I don't know.
Let's talk about your hydro flask and how weeb it is.
My hydro flask?
Yeah.
So I got a hydro flask. I was going to buy a cheap water bottle at Target.
That's what I did.
Then I was like, nah, I want to flex on these kids. These plebs.
And then he ruined it.
So I ordered a hydro flask. And then
you ordered it?
Yeah, I ordered it off of Amazon. Because I have Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay. I mean, I had the free membership, but alright.
You know all those those benefits you can get from Amazon Prime? You could link your Twitch account with it and subscribe to your favorite broadcaster with Twitch Prime.
I don't use Twitch. And talk about that. Shame. I think maybe later on, like after we start getting used to it and have a solid setup, we might just start I don't know,
doing it live.
Live streaming them and then also uploading them on YouTube. Just so, I mean, I know some people like to watch stuff live. Like, I mean, I'm not too much of a big guy about watching something live, but I mean, some people like it, so yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's not a problem because it's like.
I don't want to live stream it on YouTube though.
No, not on YouTube, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna. Bad things are gonna happen.
On Twitch, it should be fine.
On Twitch, no one really cares. As long as they don't care, then you're fine. On YouTube, they'll strike you down.
Strike you down like Zeus in Smite.
Yep.
The battleground of gods.
You don't even play
the
Smite,
best
though.
third-person god-paced MOBA in the recent years.
This comes from an LOL player.
Because it's the only third-person god-based MOBA.
Alright, dude. You done? You done hyping up Smite?
Yeah.
Alright.
Back to my Hydro Flask.
Back to your Hydro Flask. Oh yeah, this kid, the weeb over here, he put anime stickers and everything all over.
Put Konosuba, Komi-san, Kaguya-sama, and Tokyo Ghoul.
Dude, everybody here only watches meta animes. What do you? They don't understand anything you just said besides Tokyo Ghoul.
I guess.
Alright, talk about.
A lot of people know Kaguya-sama.
What's
Love is War.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kaguya-sama.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah. And Komi-san's popular manga.
Yeah, I'm also a pretty big weeb.
Konosuba.
But
everyone knows Konosuba.
Yeah. But this kid here's a much bigger weeb than I am.
Yo, chill, bro.
Well, you're like, if I describe you in one word, it'd be weeb.
Bro, it's not like I have.
You have. It's
not like I have 5 wall scrolls or anything and a hentai mask.
What? You don't have that, dude.
Yeah, no way.
You can't say that.
And it's not like I have a sticker on my car either. Some
it's
weeb
not
stickers.
Even your car though. Wait, is that technically your?
Well, that's technically
they call
car.
It your car?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean.
On my Subaru though, when I get
on
it.
Your STI. When are you getting that? Like another 4 months?
I don't know. Probably something like that.
I mean, there's no rush for it. You can just rush for it, so you can use that instead of my Corolla to go to Arizona.
I don't know. I'm just chilling. I'm waiting to get it.
We're so weird that we're actually going to an anime convention in Arizona. So if you guys want to drop by, that's gonna be a fun time though.
Yeah, pretty good.
Not because of the convention, but for other reasons.
Man, my water from this Hydro Flask is pretty good.
Alright, dude, I got a nice little plastic water bottle here that I'm gonna recycle because save the turtle.
I'm gonna place this right next to my Michael Kors wallet, next to my iPhone X.
Alright, dude, you don't wanna flex on me like that. I go over here an iPhone 7s and my Louis wallet.
That's also right next to this can of compressed air.
I'm talking about that, dude. That shit, like, I've had bad luck with that shit. Don't, dude. No, like it's fucking. The first time I used it, I didn't use it wrong, but just I started touching my laptop like right away, and pretty much shit just got like on my hand.
Yeah,
I touched my mouth, and that taste was just stuck in. Oh no, I sprayed it and I inhaled it a bit.
Not like this.
Not like a lot, but just a small amount, and like the taste was stuck on my tongue for like the whole day. And it's fucking. I hate it. Still use it though; it's useful. Also using it on my phone, that was a really bad idea.
Why would you use that on your phone?
Because it was dirty. I was like, this could clean it. I cleaned it. Just,
I guess.
It's just like, I regretted it afterwards. I was like, man, this was a bad idea. But,
hopefully we'll have a background as well, not a black screen. I think I said that already, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure all that out later on. Just wanted to get this episode out already, pretty much, start actually getting used to just talking to a microphone pretty much.
So this is going to be unedited?
Oh yeah, just no edit pretty much. Oh, maybe we'll
Are you
add
sure
a
about
little.
that?
Yeah, we probably should edit a bit, in all honesty.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It's not like you're monetized right now.
True. Like, I probably won't ever get monetized, in all honesty. I mean, this is just gonna be one thing that I do, podcast. Like, I'm planning on doing more uploads to YouTube. Like
I wouldn't say that's nearly the goal to get monetized.
Oh,
it's more or less
just for fun, honestly.
Just do it for fun. Just
this
podcast, chill,
is why I'm
talk.
doing it. I don't fucking care about like doing it for money. Like, yeah, YouTube, you can get a lot of money from YouTube, but that takes a lot of time, and like it's a good investment. I want to do YouTube mostly just because I like it. Just because it's from what I've heard, YouTube just takes a lot of time and effort to put into it to actually do it right. So I want to do it right, but like I said, it's just money's not my idea here. Like the job that I'm about to get, I'll be making more than enough money, and I'm fine with that. So YouTube, I just want to do it as, I guess you can say, as also a side hustle, but I'm doing it mostly just for like, It's like a hobby, because right now I don't have like one certain hobby anymore, just because I really don't do anything anymore besides just work and study. That's literally it. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
Playing with compressed air.
Stop.
This is why we needed a cam, because when I put it in my mouth, that would have been a perfect thing.
Yeah. He didn't spray it in his mouth, but he was messing around and had it in his mouth for a good moment there.
I'll put it down. Yeah. Where's my space bar?
You lost
Fuck, did I actually lose my space bar?
This kid lost his escape key earlier just because he can take it off of his keyboard. You actually lost
it. Right here.
Okay. Are you on your escape key?
Yeah, I was sitting on it.
Well, I mean, your escape key, are you also on
my
that?
space bar? Nah, I don't think I am.
I mean, your escape key's just gone. Who knows where that
Dude,
one?
it fell by my printer and it just disappeared. It went to the fucking void. I don't know.
Oh, you got a printer in your room? I forgot about that. I don't got a printer in my room.
Yeah, my Anime Expo bags are on top of it too.
Alright, weird flex, but alright, dude. Cool. I still wish I kind of went to Anime Expo, but...
We'll go this year.
Oh, yeah. Or next year, technically. So.
Yeah, 2020 will be fun.
Oh, yeah. When is it? Like October, September?
June.
June?
Yeah.
Is it really June? Holy shit.
Or no, July. July 3rd through the 5th.
I think July's Thomas's birthday. Let's have him come to Anime Expo with us.
He said he might not know because of his internship and all that shit. That he might not be able to get those days off, but he'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll go and we'll have fun.
Yeah.
And maybe Mike will go. We'll see. I mean, it's just LA, so.
It's not that far.
Yeah. Mike's another really good friend of ours, but I always say this without saying that word that's gonna be provocative.
He's a little slow.
Not literally, but he is. Like
figuratively.
Yeah.
Figuratively.
Yeah.
Around us, he is.
Yeah, I mean, when it's around more than two of us. Like, if it's just me and him, we'll have a civil conversation. As soon as someone else in our group joins, like, it's all going downhill.
Our group of friends is weird. It's literally just, like, if it's two of us, we're, like...
completely normal. Like, we'll talk about
300
IQ
conversations.
we'll talk about serious stuff.
And then someone else joins, and it's just, like...
everybody goes stupid. Literally.
Everyone just...
Like, we don't know.
Everyone goes with, like, 10 IQ.
Yeah, it's literally just, that's how it is. It's weird. And, like, we don't try to do it on purpose. It's just what ends up happening.
And
like,
if more of us join, then it gets even worse.
Oh, yeah. And today we had the whole group in there, and that was just chaos for, like, 10 minutes. I don't remember what we talked about. It was just Sean bashing on Thomas. And I don't even know. Mike being dumb again because he didn't hear that Sean joined.
Mike was like, what? Sean?
Sean was in the chat for, like, a good 2 minutes. Talking actually, and then he didn't say anything, and then he said something else.
Mike was like, Sean's in here?
Yeah. And then Thomas was Thomas just started making fun of Mike, and then Sean started making fun of Thomas, like usual. Good times.
And he had to rename Siri because Siri was calling him Ram Ranch.
Oh yeah, he's calling.
I mean, it's just a song.
True. I mean, I don't think we can say that word, though. I think it's still a bit provocative. The first thing, the 18 naked.
Cowboys?
Isn't there a word before that?
No, it's just 18 naked cowboys.
Oh, never mind. Then yeah, we can say it in Gopher. Oh, yeah. Thomas is an interesting fellow. Yeah, he's so obsessed with 18 naked cowboys. And,
at Ram Ranch.
Yeah.
That's a song, by the way.
Yeah.
Look it up. It's a great song.
Is it a great song? I've never heard it. He was playing NASCAR earlier. he was listening to, what was it, like, I don't remember who
he was listening to some artists, and it just sounded like NASCAR.
Yeah, like, they were, like, doing, like, they were, like, singing or something, but it straight up just sounded like NASCAR. And then Sean joined, he was like, what is that, NASCAR? Oh no, he actually believed that we were calling it NASCAR.
Like, yeah, I believe it's NASCAR.
Yeah, because it sounded just like NASCAR. Not that I watch NASCAR, but I mean, we all know that sound. I don't know what else is there to talk about right now. It is 4:20,
just getting everything
brother.
out the way.
It is 4:20.
4:20 Pacific marinated.
Standard time.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know. I'm not sure what to talk about now.
Why is it called Pacific Standard Time? Is it because we're next to the Pacific Ocean?
I don't know. Probably.
Why isn't Eastern Standard Time called Atlantic Standard Time? Because you're next to the Atlantic Ocean.
I think it also is.
Isn't it EST?
I think it's also can be called Atlantic.
What's GMT?
I don't know, dude. I don't know time zones. Every time I like, because the person I talk to, or like the person from my work lives somewhere else, and it's like Wisconsin or something. They're like a different time zone.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I have to, like when they give me a certain time, I have to do something. I have to convert it into our time zone. I always fucking forget what time zone we are. So I don't fucking know. I mean, now I know. I know it's Pacific or Pacific. So.
It's weird too, because daylight savings does that only apply to certain like regions?
I don't
because
know. I mean, probably
because Thomas is 3 hours ahead, and isn't EST usually 2 hours? So isn't during winter time it's only 3? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, isn't daylight saving just because like of how I don't know, just the sun sets and rises at a different time than usual? Isn't that why they just changed that?
Dude, I don't know.
I think that's why, but who knows?
Let me ask Siri.
I mean, we haven't had anything good with Siri lately, so we probably shouldn't.
True.
Valid.
Not false.
Stupid. I actually don't know what to talk about now. I can't think of any topics right now.
We've been talking for 26 minutes.
26? Really?
26 minutes.
Yeah.
And we could only make this half an hour for episode 0.
We could, or I mean, what else is there really to talk about? That's why.
For the podcast?
Like for this, I mean, I already talked about what I want to do with it, pretty much. Just get a bunch of different people, talk about anything. That's for the most part.
Quick TLDRs, get people to talk, have stories occasionally, talk about random topics. People could chip in, and add to said topics.
I'll be asking people on my Instagram and Snap for any ideas or any topics to really go over. We already got a few topics that we want to go over for episode 1 and possibly episode 2, but as I said, I'm not even sure when we're gonna bring out that episode, the first actual legit episode. Just we gotta figure out a better setup. We actually did plan on doing the first episode today, but we just didn't have a good setup at all. So we decided, let's just go with an episode 0 just to start this off.
When we have a good setup, we plan to record ourselves as well on top of audio.
Yeah, so it's just not a black screen. It's probably not going to be a black screen after editing, but as of now, it's just a black screen. And, I mean, we'll be changing setups probably a few times just because right now we still live with our parents and all that. So, but we're planning on moving out within like a year or so. So, and by then we'll have like a really good setup. So, we're just gonna wait for that.
Bro, we should go get McDonald's.
Why?
They were saying that there was a good deal right now.
That's shit.
That's Apple Pay. I don't want to do that.
I don't even like McDonald's, so.
And you said you don't want to talk about controversial topics.
Oh.
Damn, bro.
I mean, the only thing
Shots fired already.
The only thing I like would be the nuggets, but I honestly don't have McDonald's all that much. I mean, fast food wise, probably the most thing I've had is Taco Bell.
Bro, McChicken with buffalo sauce is the way to go. Or a McGangbang. You know what that is?
A what? A
McGangbang?
No.
A McDouble. You know how it's 2 patties?
Yeah,
You split the patties and then you put the McChicken in the middle of the patty. Of one patty. And then the other patty on top. So it's like...
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's like 1,600 calories and like a bunch of shit.
It's like fucking almost the amount I'm eating every day right now.
Just go get that.
Fuck no.
I mean, you want to go?
I don't fucking know. Why ask me? What did Apple News just say?
Could you remember right? And I don't feel like driving.
Are eye exams a great American scam? What the fuck, dude? That's literally what it says. Why? Are eye exams a great American scam? Plus, why people are worried about the women in this viral holiday ad?
That's like Europeans saying dental hygiene is a scam.
Is that what they're saying?
No, I don't know. It's just, that's like the meme that Europeans
I mean, you should
have
have said the British, not the Europeans, dude.
Isn't it just Europeans in general?
I don't know. I think it's more of a British thing.
Oh.
Talk about Canada. Canada's great.
Canada, you could go to a doctor and be like, yo, doc, I ain't feeling it, and just get put down.
They don't get that joke, dude. They're not going to understand it. No, just because Canada has free...
What is that even called?
Healthcare.
Like, they could legally, like, kill you?
I don't fucking know. What do you mean legally kill you?
Like, if you go to the doctor and you're, like, sick, obviously, and you tell them, like, yo, I want to be, like, put out of my misery. Like, I don't want to live
That's
anymore.
only for certain situations, dude.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't think you can just go with, like, the fucking flu, be like, hey, doc, I'm not feeling it, and just off me real quick. No, I don't think that's how that works.
That'd be pretty funny.
I think the only time is, like, when you're actually terminally ill and, like, you're pretty much on your deathbed.
Yeah,
and
probably.
you can just take you'll be like, yeah, I just want to die peacefully. Instead of, like, dying miserably.
But they didn't even put you down peacefully. It was like drugs.
Pretty much. I'm not sure how they do. I think they, I know lethal injections they just give you a fuck ton of potassium that kills you. I think what happens is you pretty much just go cold, you go to sleep and then die.
Yeah.
Pretty much what happens. No controversy, and we're talking about the death sentence.
And you're talking about how you don't like McDonald's. That's a no-no, bro.
Hey man, I like the nuggets.
That's worse than politics, honestly.
No.
It's debatably worse.
If I said Chick-fil-A is bad.
Okay, buddy. All
Everybody
right. That's a
would be
little too far now.
I mean, I love Chick-fil-A though. Chick-fil-A. I mean, you might not be a supporter of the gays, but I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna say it, bro.
What do you?
I'm gonna fucking say it.
Say it.
I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
I'm gonna say the word.
Say the fucking.
I'm gonna say In-N-Out is overrated.
Yeah, I can accept that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of In-N-Out. I mean, I like In-N-Out, but it's not.
Cane's is overrated as well.
No, here's the thing: the Cane's like that are near us are just trash.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I've been to 2.
Yeah,
like 3 actually.
The one that I got from Vegas was fucking amazing. But besides that, like the other ones I've had, like the ones that are nearby, was the one by the Ontario, the Tyler Mall.
Yeah, Tyler Mall.
Tyler Mall. And the other one that's heading towards Redlands, I believe.
Yeah, Temecula.
Yeah. Those two, they're all right. But the one that I had in Vegas, like the chicken was just fucking perfect. So I think it's just the one
to be
thing.
honest, I thought Cane's was like an In-N-Out thing, like only California. But
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
You know, In-N-Out isn't only in California now. There's some in Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I know Texas has what's it called, Whataburger.
Yeah, Whataburger.
And that's pretty much like their In-N-Out, and I've heard it's good.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I go to Texas, which who knows when that'll be.
I'm gonna go after the con.
Why?
To go visit my sister.
Interesting. I'll just hitch a ride with you then.
Hitch a ride with me, yeah. You sit on my lap and plane, bro.
Oh sure, dude. Oh, you guys go on a plane?
Yeah, we're going on a plane. We're not driving, dude.
That's what we did every
22
time.
fucking hours.
It's not bad.
I don't want to sit in the car for 22 hours.
It's like going to Arizona and back.
No, Arizona's 3-4 hours.
Okay, I can make it 2. If I'm driving, it's 2 hours.
So what you're saying is you can make it to Texas in 12.
13. I don't, and that's without speeding. I'm just an expert driver.
Yeah.
I don't slow down. I just go to speed.
Yeah, on those turns, you just drift full speed still, and you keep speed.
Just downshift into automatic and just go. Alright.
Are there even any, like, mountain ranges between here and there? Isn't it just straights?
For what?
For here to Texas.
Probably just straight. I mean, last time I went to Texas, I was probably like fucking. I was in 7th grade, I think, when I went. So I don't know how old I was. I was still pretty young. I just remember, just for a long time, we're just going straight.
Yeah.
On like a fucking desert, pretty much. So yeah. How long have we been going for now?
We've been recording for 34 minutes and 39 seconds.
34 minutes. Almost 35. What else do I don't know what else to go over, though. Might just end it here.
I mean, we're just talking about random shit. We were only talking about the actual podcast for what, like 5 minutes?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's not much to talk about it.
True.
I mean, unless.
I mean, what podcast? We can't be meta, bro.
What?
We can't break that fourth wall.
Fourth wall. All right, I feel it.
We can't be done.
Let's go back to Canada though. We didn't finish.
Hey, doc.
You can't just tell the doctor that I'm just not feeling it. Like, you gotta actually be bad.
Well, Thomas will be bad in a few years. After all that nicotine he's been smoking.
Oh, yeah, that's freaking vape god.
Yeah, he quit, though. He told you, right?
Yeah,
you're listening.
Yeah, because his aunt fucking paid him to quit.
Yeah.
It's a good aunt right there. Yeah, I mean, his nicotine addiction wasn't that bad. It was bad, but I know a friend it's just bad. He like, well, fucking, you know how Thomas overdosed, like the 12 milligram or whatever?
Yeah.
On accident, and when he was only doing 6.
Oh, the 120?
Oh, the 120.
Yeah, rather than 60.
Yeah. My fucking, my friend been doing like 120 for like a year.
Jesus.
So like, and he smokes like all the fucking time.
So he's addicted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much. Yeah. But he doesn't drive a Subaru, unlike Thomas. What the fuck does Thomas even drive? Is it an STI?
Impreza.
Oh, okay.
Not even the sports, just the normal Impreza.
Yeah, just 2016 Impreza.
Yep.
Sounds about.
Imagine not having a 2017 STI.
What is that? What you're getting?
Yeah.
2017. You already decided?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, there's like 9 of them on CarMax.
Oh wow.
I want a blue one, but if I can't get a blue one, then
Subarus are blue, dude.
just a white.
If you don't get them blue, then it just doesn't work.
I'm gonna get mine fucking pink, bro.
Just get it wrapped.
Actually, though, if I don't get a STI, I kind of want a Evo, but Evos are kind of shit.
Evo, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Evos are garbage.
I like how they look, but other than that, they're kind of shit.
It's garbage, dude. Everything about them, you're fucking gonna blow out your engine. Evos were only cool back in the early 2000s.
Put NOS on that shit, bro.
No, dude. It's just
put 2 NOS.
The fucking engine's gonna fall out.
That's my goal.
You're gonna blow a fucking hole the size of your head in the engine.
How much NOS can I put into the Evo before it blows up?
Oh god.
That's the challenge we're doing.
No, it's not. It's just gonna fucking stop working on the first burst.
Then we keep putting more.
I just hope that it just goes. Just put all the NOS in while you're just revving it on first gear.
Oh, yeah.
See what happens. No, but don't get an Evo. That's just not reliable at all. Car-wise, I'm not buying a car for like 4 or 5 years. As long as my Corolla doesn't break down. But that bad boy's been holding up forever. I have over 250,000 miles on it. That's before I even got it. Tell you, man. If anyone out there that needs a car and they're like a student or just want to save money, get a fucking Corolla. Corolla's gonna just save you money. It's gonna do everything you want.
Nah, bro, go buy that new Tesla truck.
It's buy a Tesla. Just spend like 80,000 real quick on the Tesla.
Yeah, why not?
Teslas aren't expensive, but like
maintenance on it.
Is it the maintenance, man? I don't.
It
even
is the
know.
maintenance.
Yikes.
Because you can only go to Tesla people, obviously.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're the only ones that can order those parts, and those parts are fucking hella expensive.
You just go to your typical car dealership.
Oh,
and
yeah,
get free
bro.
oil
I'll go to Jiffy Lube.
Yeah, they'll give you a free
Be
oil
like, yo,
change.
bro, I need a new engine on this Tesla.
I need a... Can you diesel swap it for me? I got this Hummer truck. Can you just put this engine in my Tesla?
Jesus, imagine. In my Tesla truck.
Why did he do it like that? It's
I don't know, bro.
It's weird. I mean, he just did it so like
make it cyberpunk-esque.
People, yep. He wanted it to become a meme, so it just self-advertised.
Dude, I actually wouldn't be surprised if in like
that'd be some big brain shit right
the
there,
next 10 to 20 years, that's what cars are gonna look like.
Possibly. I mean, the thing is, right now, like besides like the higher model Teslas, like the cheaper Teslas, they look rather odd. If you looked at them, they look very round. The reason for that is because, or at least how I think of it, is because since I know that it's just for aerodynamics, and the reason why I know is because I know that water drops are like the most aerodynamic thing out there, because that's what, a raindrop you know, it has that shape when it's falling down.
Yeah.
And the way that water works is pretty much it's gonna take up the space that's just gonna be, that's gonna minimize friction. So that's why, you know, like the Teslas, the cheaper ones, I don't remember them, like the Model X and whatever, all that stuff. I don't really remember how they're, or what they're called. But, you know, they actually do have, like, that raindrop roundness type of design, if you've seen them.
Yeah.
And the thing is, where they're so, like, they're cheaper, so, you know, they have a less powerful battery, obviously. But then you look at other like the more expensive ones they're designed differently, but they have a stronger battery, such as like the 2020 Roadster that's gonna come out. You know, that shit looks really good.
And the Tesla truck.
I don't know if that looks good, but I don't know why he designed it like that. I don't even think aerodynamics are a factor in that car. The truck, for fuck's sake, dude. The trucks don't really have aerodynamics. I don't know. It's definitely interesting. I mean, who knows what'll happen with that truck? I mean, I've heard that it's got really good sales. So, but it's Elon Musk. I trust Elon.
As long as he genetically engineers cat girls, I ain't got any complaints. Just saying.
Then you have a fucking waifu.
Who?
Elon.
Yeah, 02.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Oh, how do you fuck you know that?
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Cause the anime, bro. What the fuck do you mean?
Okay.
Darling and the Frogs.
All right, dude. But yeah.
So let's talk about Evangelion and the meaning about the end.
I've never seen it. I can't talk about it.
And how it closely resembles the Bible, with all the angels.
You're telling me that the Bible was derived from Evangelion?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm telling you.
We can't talk about religion on this. That's controversial. Religion and politics are no-no. Oh, that's, see. Oh, that's my brother. That's just, fuck.
I don't know. All I'm saying, bro, is the main character shot his goo to a comatose woman.
You're spoiling it, dude. Come on, man. You're one of those?
Bro, no one knows who I'm talking about.
You probably think dub's better than subbed.
Bro.
Bro.
Now you really don't talk about controversial topics, huh?
I'm gonna say it. Don't make me say it.
I know you're gonna say it.
Dub is superior to sub.
Bro, wow.
I'm kidding. It's usually dub's the garbage. There are some good dubs out there, and no one can tell me otherwise. I might say it.
You know why we like subs better than dubs?
Because you just get used to it.
No, because I'm pretty sure Japanese people find their dubs, so like our subs, equally as cringy and bad as we find our dubs. So they probably listen to it dubbed, and we listen to it subbed. You get me?
Maybe. I don't know, but some dubs are just bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the thing, Dragon Ball in general has good dubs. Like, they really do. Naruto, they're alright.
Gintama dubbed is horrible.
Is it? I don't know, I never seen Gintama. I've been meaning to watch it, but...
I mean, it's so meta, and it shits on so many things. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to...
I remember when I first watched Sins,
do that
fucking a dub. I fucking regret that, dude.
Watch what?
The Sins dub.
Oh.
The fucking Elizabeth's voice was horrible. Fucking Hawk. Everybody's voice was just bad, dude. Why did I watch it dubbed at first?
I don't know. Watch Sword Art Online dubbed, bro.
I did.
Did you?
I didn't watch it subbed. That was before I started watching subs. Yeah, but I don't know. I think that's probably about it for this episode. Like, I don't really know what else we can talk about. I didn't even mean to talk about fucking cars there. Just kind of happened. And that's probably what's mostly going to happen in a lot of these episodes.
In the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. In the next episode of Podcast to be named.
Oh, yeah. I still have no idea what I'm going to fucking call this thing. We're
going to call it AA.
AA, oh yeah. That was my original idea, calling it AA. Well, my name's Andres, but I usually just get called Andy. Besides Marco, he calls me Andres, and most people call me Andy for... I don't know, I'd always prefer... It's mostly because people can't say Andres because they can't fucking roll the R or some shit. And it got annoying. People call me Andres or some stupid shit like that. So I just go with Andy, and it's just usually easier for people to say. And so I was going to go AA for Andy the Dressel. But I don't even know how I feel about that anymore. It's just something that came off the top of my head, and I just kind of stuck with it for a bit. But I don't even know if that's what I'll call it.
That was for alcohol.
Yeah, AA is for Alcohol Anonymous, and also American Airlines. Fuck those two. I'm taking it. AA is gonna be mine.
AATM.
ATM. What's TM?
Trademark.
Oh yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah. TM.
I'm pretty sure it means trademark.
Yeah. But I don't know. I generally don't know what I'm gonna call this still. I'll eventually think of something. Fuck it. We're calling it the Joe Rogan Experience.
Alex Jones. Dude, that dude's a god.
Let's get him on the podcast.
It's so crazy how people take so much of the shit he says out of context and put it in a different context, and it makes perfect sense. Like, it's so great. Ow.
Oh yeah, but like for this channel, I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna call my channel. Still, it's probably gonna be my name because that's probably like the simplest thing to do. But I'm gonna have a lot of other stuff on this channel too. Like, it's not gonna just be this podcast. It's gonna be something that I do probably once it's really up and running, probably weekly. I mean, I'll probably still do it weekly, even just starting off right now. I plan to at least maybe do it twice a week at one point, but for now, I just really want to do it weekly. I think that's good enough because these podcasts, I'm gonna have them run from like at least 45 minutes, probably average about an hour, maybe depending down the line, go like hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on who we get on here, really what we talk about. But for like the channel wise, I got a lot of future plans. Like, it's gonna be a variety of things. Like I said, I do a lot of different things. I'm involved in a lot of just different matters. So I'll be making a lot of, I guess, interesting and just broad series on this channel. But this podcast would be like a weekly thing for sure, and the other ones are just gonna be like for that time period, maybe like a few months. And yeah. I don't know. Any last words, I guess, Marco?
We should make Minecraft parodies on your channel.
Oh, dude. I'll have a Minecraft Let's Play on this channel, dude.
Oh, shit.
I honestly might, because Minecraft is like one of the few games I can still play. Like I said, I'm not really a gamer anymore. Just,
Can I say it?
What?
Why?
Why am I not
like
a gamer?
With a Y?
Oh. I mean, I said it earlier when I was talking about Chick-fil-A. I mean, it was very fast, but oh, dog, I didn't realize what I said about Chick-fil-A. That was pretty bad.
It's fine.
Oh, did you not hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard what you said. It's fine.
Alright. I mean, I love Chick-fil-A, that's why. I mean, you know...
That's especially why.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, Chick-fil-A's not actually, like, they're not against gays. It's just the owner's against gays. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Yo, Chick-fil-A's pretty fucking good, though.
Yeah, dude, they'll fucking...
They'll fucking run after you when you're already on the freeway.
They're all fucking going at heaven, dude. That's all I know. Like, the fuck... I don't know what you gotta do to work there, but you gotta... It's probably harder than getting into the fucking military, let's be honest.
I don't think the military is that hard to get into. Where is it?
I mean, like... Oh, okay. The training. I mean,
yeah.
The training. Not getting into... I mean, any fucking numbskull can get into the military. That's why most of these people, when they have no fucking plans for the future, that's why they just go to the military.
Yo, why you flaming Sean?
I'm not flaming Sean. Sean had a future. He just chose to go to the Navy, dude. I don't know why you went to Navy. Honestly, Sean had this whole plan of, you know, the community college and all that. He could have gone pretty much anywhere. He was a smart dude. He just didn't, you know, just being homeschooled and all that for like his last year.
You know, I think it was me.
Yeah, you did ruin. That's when he became a weeb.
I actually ruined him.
You did ruin him.
I did ruin him.
Yeah.
When we first met, he was like, "Yeah, I play games here and there. Yeah, I watch some anime." Now,
that's all he talks about.
Now all he does is on his free time play, or not even play, just like watch anime or read manga. Yeah. He has anime socks now.
I mean, I kind of ruined him at first though. With when we first started hanging out with him. But
actually, you're the root of everything.
I am the root of everything. I'm like what got us all together. Actually no, you introduced me to Mike.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how the fuck you know Thomas though. I know Thomas because me and him were really good friends in 3rd grade.
I just knew Thomas from middle school. I just knew him. I knew him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rather pretty wild, dude. The hell are we talking about?
We're talking about how we're gonna go get McDonald's after this. Hey, well, I'll just fine.
You can just
I'll
drive
do
a
it myself.
McDonald's, yeah, you fucking. I'm not gonna say.
No one's
anything.
gonna get that reference.
What?
It's an Avengers reference, bro.
What?
The end of what Iron? What is it? I think it's at the end of Avengers 1.
I've
When
only seen the
Thanos
first
comes
one.
out and he's like,
What?
"Fine, I'll do it myself."
Thanos didn't come out of the
Yeah,
first Avenger.
yeah, like the ending cutscene. Like
The
it shows
very
the
first Avenger.
yeah. I'm pretty sure
Really?
it's the first one.
I don't know. I've seen that
Like
one.
the
I don't
after
remember that.
credits.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
That might be horribly wrong.
Probably. I don't know. I've only ever seen the first Avengers. And I eventually plan on watching the rest of them, but I also kind of just want to watch all the Marvel movies in order. So.
Because what? It's Hulk, then it's Iron Man, then it's Thor, it's Iron Man 2.
Is that really how the order is?
Yeah, and then it's like Captain America.
I guess I'll watch it like that. I was thinking just watching all the Iron Mans in order and then.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, yeah,
but I
just
feel
do
like
that
a
too.
lot of times like those stories get entangled with other ones. Though.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just
The-
watch
the
them in
newer
order how
ones
they come
too.
out. I just watch them in order how they come out. It's an easy Google search probably.
Because like Captain America, Civil War, that's pretty much another Avengers.
Yeah.
Because everyone
For
comes
the
out.
most part, yeah. Actually, no, I did see that one. I don't remember much about it though. I just remember fucking Iron Man getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And what was the name, Bucky and all that.
Bucky fucky ducky.
Do you have to curse so much? What the fuck, dude?
Bro, alright? Cursing is just in my fucking genes, okay?
Yeah. In your Puma sweats. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, I was talking about the Navy. Not the Navy.
Why do you have to curse so much, huh?
It's just,
Head ass.
I don't know. I just naturally curse a lot. When I'm in school, I have to tame myself. Especially when I talk to teachers. Like I said, the one that was like pushing me for doing the podcast. Like every time, like I talked to her just casually, but I really had to force myself to not curse.
Yeah, it's actually kind of hard, like at work, when it's like talking like coworkers.
Like when Thomas was accidentally racist to his
to
boss.
his boss, dude, that was so good. Whenever he gets on this, we gotta talk about that.
Oh yeah, that's a good
100%.
story. I don't remember exactly what he said to him, but he said he was accidentally.
TLDR was someone just like that Asian guy, and then he pointed at some guy, just some like random worker. It's like, oh, him, and they were all laughing. They're like, yeah, that's him.
That's who? The boss?
The boss, yeah.
What?
It was some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, no, like, I don't know, I literally have to force myself to not curse sometimes. Like, I really gotta think about what I'm saying, and that's why sometimes I sound slow. It's because I gotta actually think of what I'm saying.
Dude, I work now around my supervisor. She started cursing around me, so I was just like, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna just fucking say whatever the fuck I want now.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty easy for me to limit, like, how much I say, like, fuck or whatever.
No, yeah.
But, like, completely not saying it's a bit hard. So. Oh, man. You know, I'm actually gonna be a job on, buddy. I'm gonna be pretty social, so I gotta get used to not cursing so much, too.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
You wanna do the outro for AA now?
I don't know what the outro will be.
Are we done, or
Yeah,
you
I
wanna
guess,
keep
I guess
going?
we'll call it. What are we going on for, like
53
40
minutes.
Holy fuck. That was like 40, dude. Holy shit. When you said that it's gonna be
That
like
went by actually kind of quick.
Yeah, no, I mean, if we were to do like episode 1 and all that, it would have been like this pretty much. Just that we'd actually know what the fuck we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So, outro? I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I mean, we're gonna definitely make this a lot less scuff, like later on. Like, we're just trying to get this out there. It's gonna improve with time for sure. Like, I'll probably start getting like an actual logo for an intro song, outro song, all that shit, all that good YouTube stuff. Get my get my intro, dude. Yo yo yo.
It's your boy.
Skinny penis.
Yeah.
All right, but wrap this up, I guess.
Was that at the beginning of the recording?
I don't know if we said
When I showed the video?
So. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Just leave that in. I know. We just.
For
this one, we just started recording, just said whatever. Like literally, like the first 10 minutes of this.
I don't think I'll just edit. Do you want me to edit it? I don't think.
That's up to you.
I mean, it's just raw episode 0.
I think I said a really bad word in the beginning, though.
Who?
I did.
What'd you say?
When I was like testing it, I think I said something really bad.
No, I wasn't recording.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, you should probably listen to it.
I mean, I'm gonna listen to it. Yeah. Okay.
I said a really bad at the joke, y'all. That's it. I didn't mean it. But
just like Thomas doesn't mean it.
Thomas fucking means it. But let's see. I got no outro. Just
by Andy Army.
Andy Army.
Bro, hey, Andy Army. There you go.
AA over here, dude. The Andy Addressal Army.
TAA.
What?
Yeah, the Andy Army.
Oh, the Andy Army. Sure.
I don't know, bro.
My Andamites over here. I mean, we'll put our social medias down below. I'll put my probably Snapchat and Instagram so you guys can follow me on there. And I'll be like on Instagram, maybe not so much on Snap. On Instagram, I'll definitely be putting up polls on like what we should talk about and all that for this episode. So
follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv
/Espada. Yeah, Marco's actually gonna start getting into streaming a lot more and just the gaming side of like YouTube and all that.
The gamer side.
Yeah, because he's a big gamer, and I mean you should subscribe to his YouTube channel, Espada. And you're gonna keep using that YouTube account?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep using that.
Okay, well, we'll just put all that stuff in.
Wait, isn't it fucking Marcaroni? Is it not Espada?
No, you did not put. It's not Marcaroni.
I'm pretty sure it's Marcaroni. Oh no. Why the fuck is this marked Marcaroni then?
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, right. You see that?
I think that's.
I mean, I think that bookmark's just like dead or something.
That an old bookmark?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
That's why. I was gonna say like maybe it's like the original name that you just put in and you just kept it as that probably, but who knows? But that was such a stupid name, dude.
Macaroni. That's still my Xbox name.
Is it still?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't have an Xbox anymore. I don't fucking play.
Cause someone took Espada, so now I'm stuck with that.
Feels bad.
I could do it with 2 H's, but that just looks dumb.
Espada's dumb in general.
You're dumb, right, buddy?
I don't even know how that get fucking when we used to have a Call of Duty clan.
Alright, buddy, you and your Minecraft legend.
Hey, dude, that was legit. What are you talking about? MCL lives on forever.
Bro, what? Yo, MCO gang.
MCL gang.
Minecraft legend gang.
It was a joke, alright? It really wasn't, dude. I was like 8. I was 8 and I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be the legend in Minecraft.
The Legend 27?
Yeah, that guy. But we'll keep an eye out with Marco's stuff pretty much. He's got a lot of stuff planned. Like he just pretty much just gotta figure out everything and then like just think about how he wants to start it. But he'll start doing a lot of gaming stuff. I mean, you can talk a bit about that if you want before we actually just end this.
Nah, let's just get out of here. I want to go eat.
Alright. Alright, see how you fucks.
Whoa, bro.
Alright.
Alright.
That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
We done?
We done.
Alright, bye.